ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಶರಣು ಶರಣಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು dear learning enthusiasts, welcome back to SBPS online classes. Dear students, we have started NCERT class 6th social and political life first chapter number 4 key elements of a democratic government. Yes dear students, what is meant by a democratic government? A government that is elected by the people on the basis of universal adult franchise is called a democratic government. So this type of government is responsible for the welfare of the people. So which are the key elements of the democratic government? There are three key elements of a democratic government. Those are people's participation, second one resolve conflicts, third one equality and justice. Dear students, in the previous video class we had discussion the content participation. Now we are going to discuss other ways of participation need to resolve conflict. So start with the discussion other ways of participation. Yes dear students, participation means people are involving in the forming the government during election time. So there are fixed periods for the governments that are elected. So in India, once the government is elected, it can stay in power in for 5 years. So thus people participate in the process of government by using their voting rights. So our constitution given us so many rights. So voting right is also one of the right in them. So the people used their valuable votes during election time and form the government. So this is we had discussion in the previous video class. So apart from the participation in the election time, people have got various rights. Through these rights they are criticizing the government when the government fails to provide facilities to the people or treat unequal or the that creates the conflicts in between the people. So in condition people come out on the streets and protest against the government in mass protests, for example rallies, dharnas, signature campaigns and so on. So start with the reading. So apart from participating in the government formation, people also have many other means of participating in the democratic process. So this can happen through staging mass protest. So people are involving in the mass protest. So this is the other way of participation. So other way of participation is participating in the debates on the media. So people express their views of the government's and deeds. So in the TV channels, in media houses with live telecast. So people have got raised the voice against the government if government fails to provide the facility, and people express their views in the debates on the media houses, as well as people come out on the streets and register their protest with mass protests like dharnis, rallies, signature campaigns and so on. So whenever a particular social group develops a feeling that its interests are being ignored, it can raise its voice through mass protest. For example, another way for the people participation is by people organize the groups of the people and involved in the social movements, so that seek to challenge the government and its functionings. So member of the minority community, so who are minor, for example dalits, adivasis and women and other are often able to participation in this manner. So they required the government should take care about their demands and provide all the demands to them. So because they are living far from the village and sometimes they are ignored by other social group people, so they require the government jobs to come out from the low level status of their economical condition. So in these manners the people the government failed to provide facility, then this group of people can raise its voice through mass protest. So various social groups also organize mass protests to raise some new demands to the government. For example, in education field, in health field, and providing facility like electricity supply, water supply, road connection and bridges, and sometimes provide the pesticides for the farmers, provide the various materials or various facility to the people. So if the government not taking care about the people's problems, or not solving the problems of the people, then people come out with a mass protest and criticize the government. So in that condition, the governments understand what actions they should take for the development of the society. And sometimes the government may take a decision which does not appeal to wide section of a population. So in that case also people come out on street to register their protest. So these are the other ways of participation. So start with the reading how the minority people organizing themselves in the social movements for requirement of their demands. So start with the reading. Recognition to minority means the group of people whose number is less than majority group of people. So for example, the religious people, the democratic character of the government of a country would be stronger if the minority people like Dalits, Adivasis and women participate in the process of government. So the minority communities and Adivasis participated in the working of the government by demanding the inclusion of Santhali language in the Constitution of India. So why they are involving in the election for election movement, or why they are making the group and involved in the social movement, because the government should consider their Santhali language in the Constitution of India. So this type of movements we can see in the societies, not only by the minority people and other people also involving in the social movements for fulfill their demands by the government. So next we go to the what are the social movements. People express their views in many ways, like dharnas, strikes, rallies, signature campaigns. So who are involving in the dharnas, strikes, rallies and signature campaigns, those persons are called the activists. So for example, here one of the social movement given here. So Bharatiya Kisan Union, it is the one of the group of people, all the persons are farm belongs to farm agriculturist. So their requirement is power storage providing during the paddy transplantation season. So they require the electricity supply, water supply and fertilizer supply and seeds supply for plantation. So they required various facilities from the government during the paddy growing season. So the some in that condition the government fails to provide all these facilities. The people form the social movement and come into on the street and they protest against the government, criticizing the government's works. So and these are the this type of movement is called the social movement. So next we go to the protests and marches. So protest and marches as well as demonstrations. So demonstration is also called as a dharnas, are the main tools of mass protest. So through this mass protest people express their views or criticize the government works, and through this mass protest governments understand what actions they should take for the public. So you may see have seen pictures of such protest on television and in newspapers. So for example, they are holding banners and they are expressing their voice with various slogans, and a particular social group may be stagging in protest demand for job reservation. So various reasons the people involved in the social movements as well as mass protests. So which are the reasons? For example, the people required job reservations. For example, free education, and sometimes who are above 60 age, the government should provide the free bus tickets for traveling. So like these are the some new demands of the public. So another group may be stagging a protest demand higher wages. So higher wages means the people are who are doing daily wages works, they require higher prices for their work, and the list of demands can be endless in the society. And government should maintain all the people equally with equal justice. And some people also raise their voice through debates on television. So people have right to go to the media houses and involved in the debates on TV channels and express their views in the ruling party's works and opposition party, why what question what should take the questions for the ruling party. So like these are the some subjects they are discussing in the debates. So many other raise their voice by writing on social media. So the people also express their views on social medias, for example Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, and so on. So, or by writing letters to the editors of a newspaper. So, people have got various rights to criticize the government. For example, mass protests on debate, participating in the media, debate in the on media houses, as well as raise their voice by writing on social media, as well as writing letters to the editors of the newspapers. So these are the other ways of participating in forming the democratic government. So these are, sometimes these are called the protest and marches also. And next we go through the conflicts. So conflicts need to resolve conflict. So some of them in India, we have various religion people, and the people different they are the conflicts occur when people of different religion, language, cultures, regions, and economical backgrounds have differences among each other. So conflicts occur when some people feel that they are discriminated against or not treated equal. Sometimes people may use violent means during conflicts. When violent methods are used, fear and tension increase among the people in area. So the government is responsible for resolving conflicts and controlling violent acts. So start with the reading. Need to resolve conflict. So conflicts are part and parcel of life. Everywhere we can see the conflict between the people. So because when different social groups do not go along when well with each other, so these for example minority people and majority people, so they are not go along well with each other, they are not giving respect to each other, and they are not giving a proper response to those persons, so it results to conflict. So sometimes people may turn violent to resolve conflict. The government enter in these conflicts and resolve the conflicts in between the group of people. So but it is the government's duty to ensure that no violence take place and conflicts are resolved peacefully. So before conflicts, the government enter and all the matters whatever related to the conflicts. So before the government take the actions to bring the peaceful in the society. And sometimes some are possible causes of conflict, so which base the conflict raises. So, for example on gender discrimination, on religious matters, on caste matters, on boundary matters, and state boundary matters, sometimes in using the river water matters. So many reasons the people face the conflicts in the society. So first of all we go through the religion. So root of religious procession often becomes a subject of conflict. So in India we have various religions persons. So one person is not given respect to other religious person, so in that case the conflict raises in the society. So people from one religion may insist on taking out procession through a locality which has majority population from another religion. So in during the religious procession in the festival time, so the which is the majority population, people, religious people, they are set, they are going to holding the religious process. Sometimes the person scolded or sometimes they hurted to another minority group of people. In that condition the religious conflict raises in the society. So this can happen at many places during some important religious festivals. So in such a condition or situation, it becomes the duty of police and administration to find out amicable settlements, means solving settlement. The police and administration should take the action, and police also tries to ensure that festival passes off very peacefully. So for especially in India, various religious peoples are set the religious process during the great festival times. And next we go through the role of the government. So in conflict raises in the society, how should government solve those problems? So start with the reading. Suppose if a religious process and celebration led to conflicts, the government, particularly the police, play an important role in getting the representatives of the concerned community. So the police call the all the representatives as well as the religious leaders and start the one meeting and try to arrive at a stage, at a solution. So this type of action the government take during the religious process to control the religious conflicts in society. And other government, the government plays a major role in resolving the conflicts if they occur among people of different cultures, religions, regions, etc. So conflict raises if the people are different cultures, belongs to different religions and regions. So religious processions and celebrations can sometimes lead to conflicts. So as well as in India, we have some conflicts based on river matters. So start with the reading. Another one conflict that depend on the rivers matter. So rivers can also become a source of conflict between two states. So for example, people express their views against the government's wrong decisions by holding dharnas, rallies, strikes, signature campaigns, etc. So people also participate by organizing themselves into social movements and seek to challenge the government and takes its functioning. So dear students, Kaveri and the Kaveri river conflict, it is the one of the biggest conflict in between the two states. For example, uh, uh, you may have heard about Kaveri water dispute between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. The water stored in Krishnaraja Sagara Dam in Karnataka is used for irrigating the sugar cane and sometimes for meeting the needs of the city of Bengaluru. The water stored in Metturu Dam in Tamil Nadu is used for growing the paddy crops grown in the delta region that state. So it conflict raises because both dams are on the same river. The downstream dam in Tamil Nadu can only be filled up if water is released from the upstream one located in Karnataka. So therefore both states cannot get much water as they need for the people in their states. So this leads to conflict. The central government has to step in and see that a fair distribution is worked out for the both states. So who will solve these problem? Who will take the conflict in their hand, so the central government has to step in and see that a fair distribution is worked out for the both states. So we have covered the religious conflicts as well as river conflict in this video class. So some possible causes of conflict I am going to read. So river water, sharing of river water becomes a bone of a contention between the two or more states. For example, Kaveri River is a good example. So this river originates in Karnataka and ends in Tamil Nadu. Both states seldom agree and settlements regarding sharing the river water. The central government often intervenes in the matter to keep the situation under control. So next another one example given here. So Delhi, it is the one of the state in India that depends on Haryana state as well as Uttar Pradesh for supply of drinking water. So these states often come to conflict over ensuring smooth supply of drinking water for the people of Delhi. So this is the one of the conflict that based on the drinking river drinking water. So in all the cases of conflict, governments at various levels try to control the situation. So local level, state level, as well as central government level. So the government tries to find a solution which can be acceptable to all parties. Opposing party as well as ruling party must and should follow the government's decisions. So this is the how the government is solved the conflicts that raised in the society. So in upcoming class we will start the equality and justice content. Till then, bye bye, stay home, stay safe.